How the hell are you? Let's get the cuz up in the chat here. If he wants to chat. Welcome to part 2. Power went out during part 1, so we are there you. What you doing, man? Word? Oh yeah, I like it. Hail to the yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Word. Mm-hmm. That's what's up, man. Yeah. That the one you said thought was dropping your whatever deal? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh. Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, huh? But yeah, they you didn't miss much. It only went for about 40 minutes, and the fucking power went out and came right back on, so it killed that stream. Mm-hmm. That motherfucker was 30,000 XP. That one fish was like 30 or 31,000 XP. Your account, that would have been like 20 fucking levels. I said if you'd have caught that fish on your account, that would have been 20 or 24 or 25 fucking levels for you. Because 1,000 XP per level up to like level 30. Then it goes to like 1,500, then it goes to 2,500, and so forth and so on. It's probably 150,000 XP for Probably closer to 200k XP. Mm-hmm. Maybe these fish ain't biting for shit tonight. Might have to skip and go to the next day or something. Nah, 19th. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. Hmm. Yeah, we're gonna reel this fucker in and go to the next day here, 'cause this ain't working out. Ooh, shit, we got a big ass bite window today. Nice. So I can fish all the way to, yeah. Yeah, we can fish from noon to 3, 4 o'clock. Close. 8. Just remember, whenever you see all the remembering Pearl Harbor shit on the news, the next day is a happy birthday buddy day. And Pearl Harbor was December 7th. There we go. Automatic fish. Damn. I like that. It don't really matter if anybody remembers or not. I quit counting them about 26, 25 years ago. Next good birthday is 9 years from now. Get that 55. As soon as I hit 55, I get the AARP discount. No, once I hit 55. No, 9 years. Yeah, I'm 46 this year, so got 9 more years. I can get that 55-year-old discount. Hmm. What year are you born? Okay. I got 5 years on you then. I was 78. How old are you? 41? Oh, okay. When the hell is your birthday? What? May what? Oh, you motherfucker. Happy birthday. I didn't know that. We might have. I don't know. I've slept since then. I couldn't tell you. You just never know about these things. Damn it, man. I'm either 46 now or I turned 46. Let's see. 2025 minus 1978. Yeah, I'll be 47 in December, so. Sweet. I only got 8 years till I get my big discount. Oh, okay. Word. The hell was he born? 72? Okay. She's got 3 years on me. Okay. Because me and Jennifer leapfrog. Because she'll turn 48 in July. I'll turn 47 in December. You know, she's a year and 5 months older than me. Yeah. Yeah. How the fuck is there a waiting list on an audiobook? Yeah. Hmm. Damn. fucking weird, man. Jennifer uses Audible. She just fucking clicks on a book and listens to it. Uh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 100% chance people spend money to accelerate their play anyway, so you're probably going to be behind either way. I said 100% chance somebody's going to pay to accelerate their account anyway by buying packs and shit. So you're going to be behind regardless of what you do. Hmm. Word. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Get your backyard cut today? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think I figured out what I'm gonna do. I did a lot of YouTube watching today. I think I'm gonna go ahead and order that RX 580 system. Yeah, the GPU computer I was looking at. It looks like it plugs in like a graphics card, but it's actually a standalone GPU with its own RAM, which is the most important aspect of the whole thing, which is better than what I got in my Mini. I got a 480 in my Mini, I believe. I'll have to verify that, but I'm thinking about just doing the 5 RX 580 system. Let me see what my graphics card is. Yeah, that's what it said. Alright, let's see. Where the fuck would it be? No, I'm gonna have to order a system. I'm gonna have to order a desktop that has the standalone graphics with dedicated memory instead of the GPU. There's internal and external GPUs. There's plugins, like is what your graphics card is, where you plug it into the PCI slot, and then it runs independent unless you max out your RAM, and then it'll tag off which will never fucking happen with what you got going on. Where the fuck is my device at here? Let's see. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have a graphics card in it. It has a GPU in it, which is not a standalone. It's integrated into the motherboard. So the GPU and the CPU share RAM, is what I'm saying. With the mini system I have. Why does it not show my fucking graphics system? I think I need to go back to the main menu because this isn't showing me what I will need to see here. No, what I'm saying is there's two types. You got external and you got internal. Your graphics card, your GPU. Because the GPU and the graphics card are two different things. Your graphics card has independent memory and does not run in conjunction with your processor for your computer on your hard drive or your motherboard. It has its own memory and its own circuits. Yeah. Mine is integrated into the motherboard, so it shares processing speed with the actual, yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah, I don't know either. Alright, let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With it being integrated into the motherboard, it shares processing power with the actual Ryzen 7 processor or whatever. Yeah, there you go. Basically, it's partitioned. I'm gonna buy the tower that comes with the RX 580, which is an AMD Radeon RX 580, which is a separate card that plugs into the motherboard that has its own dedicated memory. I'm trying to find out what the fucking name of that processor. Hang on a second. Let me go to Amazon real quick. Account history. Word. Alright, here's the spec sheet on mine. It's the Surf 5 Max Mini, which has the AMD Ryzen 7 5800H. It's got 8 cores, 16 threads. Let me finish. 3.2 gigahertz, which is processor speed, with a 16 gig cache. Graphics card is integrated with AMD Radeon Graphics 8 coprocessor. So it's got the main processor, and then it's got a backup with dedicated graphics, or dedicated co-processing capability, but it still feeds off of the main processor. It only helps if it gets bogged down. Because this is the wrong model I'm reading. Hang on a second. I'm reading the 4700H. I got the 5800H. Alright, let's see. Make sure I'm reading the right spec sheet here. That's the Sir 9 Max. They got a lot of different model numbers that they didn't have when I bought mine. Sir 5 Pro. Sir 5 Pro Mini. Sir 5 Max. There it is. Eight core, 16. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, so it's got the AMD Ryzen 7 4.7 gigahertz integrated AMD Radeon graphics 12 core 22 megahertz GPU. That's integrated into the motherboard, but it kicks off once it runs out of processing power. It pulls off of the main processor, which is what makes it bog down. If it bogs, like I haven't bogged it down yet, but 30. This is the one I got. Yeah, this is the one I bought. So it's the integrated AMD Radeon 12 core 22 megahertz GPU. So that handles all the video and audio stuff, outputs. And if it ever bogs down, it separates everything into cores, and then it starts breaking up the processing speed into cores. Which my laptop is a 4-core 8-thread. This is an 8-core 16-thread. So whenever your system bogs down or you start a new process, it goes into its own core. That way it helps the CPU, or it helps the processor keep tab of everything independently instead of just throwing everything out at once. It kind of partitions everything into separate fucking deals. But yeah, it's the integrated graphics card. So what I'm talking about is the system I'm looking at. It's got an AMD Radeon RX 580 GPU, but the GPU, see, graphics cards and GPUs are different things, but they're both external of the hard drive. You have to plug them into a PCI slot. And then once you plug them into the PCI slot, the board, or your GPU or your graphics card, it gets its own power supply, so it can run independently of the motherboard. But the processors are clocked together. That way, if you max out the RAM that's available to your your graphics processor, or your basically your GPU or your graphics card, whichever one you have, it has its own dedicated memory and its own dedicated processor. But if it maxes that clock speed out, it can pull off of your main board processor to equalize and keep it from crashing and shit. Which is what I'm saying. This RX 580 card that I'm looking at, it's all independent because it's got an actual pop-in card. Which is what I'm saying. It actually plugs into the motherboard, so it's not sharing everything with the main processor and the main RAM and all that shit. It's got its own RAM and its own processor. It just depends on if it gets maxed out or not. It can go into survival mode and pull off the main power or the main processor if it needs to. But it shouldn't fucking happen because I don't play any really, I don't play any really high fucking maintenance games. Yeah, because this was actually made by the same company yours is made by. It's the ViperTech Injures Vipertech, you said? Skytech, okay. Well, this one is a Vipertech 2.0, which is the AMD Ryzen 7 8-core, 16-thread, 4.1, which is the same as I got. And then it's got the AMD RX 580 8 gig independent graphics. It's 32 gig DDR4, 1 terabyte solid state, 700 watt power, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, all that good shit. It's got dual slot memory. And it's actually got, let's see, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's an integrated GPU. It's not a standalone processor. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm maxed out because of the limitations on the connectivity and stuff. I need more connectivity stuff. I'm starved for USB connections. I don't like it. Because this one, it's got a USB 2 and a USB 3 on the front. And then on the back, it's got 4 USB 2s, 2 USB 3s, and a USB-C. And then the graphics card has the HDMI out and the display port out. And it's got all your usual shit for your speakers and mics, and I've got 2 of them, but they're not power delivery. They're just data. They work. It's just certain shit isn't discoverable. Like when I go to plug in my digital audio processor for my guitar shit and all that stuff, it doesn't have an out for that. So I have to plug it into my USB strip, and then when I go into my OBS, OBS won't read the USB strip. The computer will read it, but software inside the computer won't read outside to the power strip, is what I'm saying. So unless I can plug it into the computer, it's not going to be able to work, which is a big deal. But with all these extra goddamn USBs, I wouldn't have to worry about it, because I got, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 compared to 6. So I would have direct connect to the motherboard, everything I need, plus extras, along with the standalone graphics capabilities. Thing's got pretty solid reviews too. $550. It's got a ton of fans and shit in it too. Let's see, Windows 11 Pro. Yeah, the graphics card runs off of DDR6 too, which is the latest graphics RAM. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. Yep. I'm gonna keep looking, but that one might be the winner. It's time for a smoke break. Gotta get some more tea. Ugh. You still Diabloing? Hmm? Not that I know about. Not that I remember, rather. What is that? I don't remember. Oh, shit. Drop my damn phone. Alrighty. Look up a couple soft tacos real quick. You still running boss mats? Yeah. If I anything cool, send it to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the Best Buy brand. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they carry them. I don't know if they build and distribute them, but they carry them. MSI is a major component manufacturer. They do a lot of motherboards and all kind of shit. I looked at some MSI stuff on Amazon. They're pretty proud of this shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, MSI makes desktops and laptops and motherboards and all kind of shit. They're pretty fucking reputable. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. It would depend on what RAM and stuff the motherboard is set up to take. Yeah, the motherboard is coded for certain speeds of RAM, though. Because, like my laptop, it tops out at 3600 RPM for RAM. And it's got DDR3. So, in order to go up to DDR4, which they're up to DDR6 now, but in order to go up to DDR4, the motherboard clock speed would have to be set at 5600, which it caps at 3600, so it can't be upgraded to DDR4. And most of the newer RAM is, like I said, DDR5 at minimum. Most of it's going to DDR6 now for newer stuff. But you would have to make sure you could reclock your motherboard, or there's ways to do it, but it's not cheap. You have to find a compatible size and format and pretty much everything to change your RAM speed. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, all that stuff's credit dependent. I don't qualify. I haven't had any payments in fucking 10 years. So I'd have to find somewhere to get like a prepaid credit card and just buy smokes on it. Or make sure I could stay less than 30% usage and just pay that off every month, when the bill comes out. Have it set up on auto draft or whatever. I'd have to do that for 3 to 6 months to get a recent payment history established. I had my credit score right up around 700 at one time, and then I paid off everything I was paying on credit wise. And then as soon as I stopped paying revolving payments, or what do they call it, recurring payments, whatever. Every 30 days you don't have a recurring payment, they drop your credit score a little bit here and there. Uh-oh, fishy. There we go. See, I'd have to reestablish my payment histories and stuff before I could do anything like that. It would probably take closer to 9 months to a year before it would even raise it high enough to get considered for any kind of store line of credit. God damn, that was a 291 pounder. That's a nice little fish, man. The only option similar to that would be like fucking what do you call it, errands or shit like that, rent to own joints, which is a waste of time because they don't report your credit anyway. If I could find one that did, it would be nice, but I don't know of any that report credit. If I can't get credit off of it, I'm not going to worry with it. Yeah, that's definitely an option. I'd have to piece it over a couple months, so yeah. Yeah. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. All right, then. Got a little something honking the past, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a ton of them on Amazon. Like, they used to be eBay resellers and whatever. But they go and buy all the Dell Optiplex and Multiplex and all those old Office PCs as they come off of upgrade release or lease returns or whatever. That's how I got my laptop. It was I traded a buddy of mine 800 rookie cards for it back in the day. It's a nice laptop. I mean, it does pretty amazing stuff. It just doesn't game for shit. It's only running like a 520 GPU. I mean, it'll run stuff. Like I said, I played Warframe on it for a long time. Played Out of War on it. It it would look good and act right until you started doing something, and then it would get all fuzzy and fucking ram up the fucking processor. And it just didn't have anywhere near the ass to run anything. Yeah, I'll do some more YouTubing tomorrow. I gotta roll smokes for about 2 or 3 hours anyway. See if I can find anything that jumps out at me. I'll play with the keywords and shit on Amazon. I trust Amazon a lot more than I trust any other motherfuckers, because you buy something through Amazon, you return it to Amazon, you know? At least that way, if I get something and it's a hunk of garbage, I can fucking send it back within 30 days. No questions asked. I'm not out anything. I might look up build videos. I built a lot of networking PCs when I was in the Navy, because that was part of our department. You had to maintain all your own shit whenever they upgraded stuff, or so we had fucking foot lockers full of shit. Every time shit broke down, we'd have to go find backups and build backups, and which happened all the fucking time. Shit getting tossed around, somebody not securing their shit properly, or leaving one of their laptops laying around the shop, not putting it in the cradle, and catch a fucking swell and clear the counter off and the floor. And you think how many fucking laptops I rebuilt over the years? Yeah. Check your history, see if you can find that video. Send me the link. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, you just got to compare how many 5-star versus 4-star versus all the way down. And then whenever I click on reviews, I automatically go to the 1-star and see if they're just snivelly fucking whiners expecting something way outside of the price range of what they fucking bought. And they were shitting on it for that. And then I usually read the 1-stars, the 3-stars, and then the 5-stars if I get that far. You know, like I said, a lot of people bitch because they want to drop $200 or $300 and have $1,000 fucking system, but it's just not reality. And then the 3-star reviews are usually the more fair. Like they'll rate it 3 stars because it doesn't do one thing that they fucking wanted it to do. Like it won't run high settings, whatever this game is, but you can go to a standard definition 720p, which is what YouTube is based out of, unless they specialize 4K. You know, but 720 is standard definition YouTube. It's not HD, full HD. It's not 4K. It's not 8K. It ain't none of that shit. But they'll shit it because they buy it part of a combo. It came with a garbage pair of headphones or something. Didn't have bass enough or whatever the case is. But 3 stars is usually where you get the best information. And then usually your 5 stars you can pretty much discount as bots. Usually 4 stars are pretty accurate sometimes, most of the time, but I don't even read 5 stars. That's gonna be the bloat reviewers. Yeah, 1, 3, 4. That's usually where I hibernate when I read reviews. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, most other shit is business networking stuff, so it's designed to be used heavily, and it's usually got pretty fucking good hardware in it. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Most fan connections are universal though. You just got to know whether you got a 2 or a 4 prong, and then what millimeter it is, because all the mounts are going to be by millimeter. So as long as you know how to, it should be stamped on most of the newer stuff. Within the last 10 or 15 years, it'll be actually stamped what size the fan is, so you can order replacements if you need them. You just got to make sure you put the fans in to withdraw air and not input air. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, usually the fans at the back are set to outflow. If you got fans at the top and front, those are inflow. It's from the back panel. That's where all the processors and shit is. You want the fucking air going away from those. The shortest route possible to get out of the case is the goal. So your top and front mount fans, those are, anyway, the way I've always seen them, all the top and fronts are set to draw in, and the back side's like exhaust. Fuck is going on with this bite window, man? This shit done fucking stove up. We're gonna have to check the old bite window here. Because the shit is not kosher. Oh, yeah, we're on a downhill. Damn. They could probably sit long enough and get a fish or two, but fuck all that. Oh, I only fish on the upswing. I don't fish on the downswing. Check my read shit real quick. Yep, we got that done. Nice. Let's see here. I need to do my Doom Tower keys. And I got 2 hours before I can do my... Oh shit, I'm getting a double hit of energy tonight. Nice. Or 51 and 60 are energy. 59 is gemstones. 52 and 58 is money. Fuck yeah, man. Roll that beautiful bean footage. But yeah, like I said, I gotta roll smokes tomorrow. Jennifer will be off work again. She's got the kids still. One of Kayla's blood work numbers wasn't where they wanted it, so they're keeping her extra night. Hopefully everything goes good overnight and tomorrow morning so they can get the fuck out of the hospital. It's time for these little bastards to go. They don't make them do shit, dude. They give them a tablet and let them ride. Can't fucking tell them nothing. You can't keep them apart long enough to quit fighting. And as soon as they don't get their way, they scream at the top of their fucking lungs all day. Robert and Jennifer are about maxed out on their patience. You don't see Jennifer getting frustrated very often with grandbabies. She starts getting that way, you know they're fucking assholes. Sure, asshole's not the right word for toddlers, but still. I've seen a lot of toddlers that are great fucking kids. You don't have to worry about a whole lot of bullshit. It's all depending on how they're raised and treated. I've seen some pretty well behaved fucking toddlers in my day, and I've seen some fucking demon spawns. And you can guess which one we got over here. But then again, I could just get another mini. You know, I know it's a good fucking computer. It'll run. Yeah, it will. I can. Yeah. Yeah. But if I ordered a second one of those, just a different model, that was a little bit newer. Like I said, I gave $349, I think, for this one. If I ordered the next higher one, it would have better, you know, one tick of graphics, one tick of processor speed, or one tick of something, you know. And I'd have the same number of connections I got on this one. I could use one for a digital processor and just run a secondary mic over to my main computer mic. That would solve the audio issues from a guitar side of stuff. Which is an option I thought about too. I could just use one just for my digital music processing and, you know, buy another. I wouldn't need to buy anything for it. I could just plug straight into it like I do this one. I just have to find one that has a dedicated audio out on the back so I could get another set of speakers. And then I could just run a standalone microphone. That would free up some space. Oh yeah, there we go. Rank 73, baby. What I unlock here? Couple shad baits, some hooks, a pretty nice vest. Cool, man. Cool. How long have I been streaming for? Hour and a half. That's good enough. We'll see y'all tomorrow, man. What time do I want to start tomorrow? Uh, Good question. Yeah, let's just go for 8 o'clock Eastern PM. That'll work. Groovy, groovy. See you there.